Hello and welcome to YouTubeGuitarLessons.net. My name is Brian Roten, and today I've got a friend of mine with me, one of my old students named Nicholas Black, who is a guitar teacher himself now. Say hello, Nick.
Hey.
Alright, so he's going to be demonstrating some picking techniques. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the way that you hold the pick. So we're going to look at the way that he's got the pick in his hand. Go ahead and move your hand away from the guitar. Notice that there's very little pick sticking out. Okay? So just a small amount of pick showing. Alright, now put your hand back on the guitar. The other thing I want you to notice is that he's kind of got his ring finger anchoring his hand against the guitar so it's not just sort of flopping out in the air. That's important because if you don't do that, you'll notice that your hand is not nearly as stable when you're trying to go fast. Okay, the other thing, look at the way that his pick is on the string. We want the pick to be slightly angled so that it's sort of slicing the string. And if we could kind of take your hand away for a minute, let me hold the pick. We want the pick to sort of be cutting the string like this. Not totally flat, but slightly cutting the string. So now you take the pick back and we'll look at some exercise issues. Alright, so the first thing is that you want to do some exercises where you just get used to picking back and forth on the same string. So go back and forth, and we're going to get a different camera angle here. And really aim for economy of motion. We want to make small pick strokes. Alright, now go a little bit faster. Okay? Alright, now, another exercise that you might consider doing, start off and play 4 notes at a time on each string, so that what you'll do is you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the first string, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the second string, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the third string, and so on like that. So he's going to demonstrate this, so go ahead and do that. Alright, now go a little bit faster. Alright, good. Now, one of the things about that is that whichever string, or I should say, whichever position you start with, if you start with an up, then you're going to have an up on each string cross. That's not the case if you're dealing with triplets. So now do it with triplets. So if we start with an up on the triplets, then when we switch strings, then we're going to start with a down. And every time we switch strings, it's going to be a different one. So if we start with up, it's going to be up and then down and then up and then down and so on. So notice this one. This will be 3 notes per string. Alright, now a little bit faster on that. And now notice as he goes through those where he changes the strings, you'll notice that his ring finger is still touching so that he's got that stability that I was talking about earlier. Now, another exercise that you could do would be to try that with just 2 notes per string. Go ahead and do that one. And then a little bit faster. Okay, and then once you get more comfortable with that, you could try changing after every note. Try that one. And then try doing that one a little bit faster. Alright, good. Alright, so that's the end of our picking exercise for the right hand. Once you get comfortable with those, then you should be able to do a lot of other things that involve both hands. But I like the idea of separating the hands so that you're able to focus just on one part of the problem at a time.